unable to answer the question, it bounces to team 2 and so on. And if team 2 answers the question, the next direct is to team 3. That's how it works. And how bounce works is when we show the question and you're not confident that the question is going to come to you and you're confident in your answer, that time you can bounce. So if you bounce, you get plus 10. But if you get it wrong, you get negatives. And there are parts to the question, you need to get both parts, otherwise next. Okay. Yeah. If it goes to if team 2 answers, it next is to team 3. Yeah, it goes back to the. Yeah.
Yo, Quizmaster.
Okay, so.
Yo, Quizmaster. Just have a quick recap of rules for me. Quick recap.
Okay, so how it works is each question has a direct. It goes direct to one team. Suppose it's direct to team 8. So in clockwise, it goes like this: 8, 1.
Okay, I'll do it.
Anti-clockwise, 8, 7, 6. So if 8 does not get it, it bounces to you, like that in anti-clockwise.
Okay.
And if you get it, then the next question is to team 2.
Okay.
That is bounce.
Okay.
How bounce works is when you show the question, you're confident in your answer, but you don't think it's going to reach you.
No, here
That time you can bounce an answer. And there are 2 parts to the question. You need to get both parts to get points. And if you get it wrong, then it's. Even if you get only one part correct, it's still next.
Oh, okay. It still makes if you only get one part.
You only get points if you got both parts right, and next
Count is your best.
Okay guys, so we are starting question number 1.
Guys, ready?
So yeah, guys, 1. So Dash for 2 is a video game that simulates a game of Dash and was one of the first games developed in the early history of video games. Let's guys.
Clockwise race.
There are 8 questions in this round, all of them are bouncing balls. So the sheets are for you to write the answers for pounds, okay? It's not for, yeah.
You want me to go back?
You just show the question. So, yeah, so developed in the early history of video games. It was developed by this physicist and he designed the game in 1958 for a certain display after learning that government research institutions' analog computer could simulate trajectories with wind resistance. So to display the path of the simulations when viewed from the side, he made use of something unique to display the game on. So I think from that, at that time it was probably not that unique, but now it is. And yeah, 2 aluminum controllers were attached to the computer, each consisting of a button and a knob. Pressing the button to hit and turning the knob control the angle to hit it. So fill in the blanks and ID what Higginbotham used to display the game on. I think it's 6, yeah. 6, right? 6. Someone please confirm. It's 6 and yeah, the blanks are indicated. 6 letters. Yeah, so I believe what is unique about the game was not that unique at the time frame, because obviously they were using this technology to, simulate trajectories and wind resistance. But yeah, it is unique from today's perspective because we cannot think of playing games on this thing, with this as a display. Oh yeah, any objections to close? No, okay, fine. So Higginbotham also considered adding like a second knob to their controller to control the velocity with which something was hit. So just think along, okay, I'll give you one more hint and then I'll open pawns for like 10 seconds. So the last hint is, basically think along the lines of games and trajectory, wind resistance, force. Yeah, so focus on the fact that it's a game and blank for 2, that's the name. That is a very big hint. And yeah, 6 letters, wind resistance, trajectories, and force. So I think team 8 is gonna bounce, you're not bouncing, okay. So
Start.
since no one's bouncing, I'll close bounce. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, team 1. Yeah. Bounce. So yeah, this is the initial tennis for 2 and you can see it here. So basically CR also used to display the next question. Oh, 10 points to team 10, no other team gets points. Direct to team 2. So one of the weird and clever tactics of EPL broadcasting is a scheme called blackout rule. It's specifically called the blackout rule. The idea of this rule is to encourage more ticket sales on Saturday afternoons. The thinking is that the blackout protects attendances lower down the pyramid, and hence encourages people to pay for a ticket to watch their local team. However, controversies regarding this rule have been numerous, and we're quoting here. We have got to a point where if you look at most other developed markets, which once still have blackout, give people the choice, and maybe it can be done in a way where it is structured so the local clubs can benefit from it. Says Paolo Pescatore, a media analyst. So, for obvious reasons, this rule was lifted during the pandemic as well, because obviously people could not visit their local clubs. Furthermore, Sky Sports has successfully navigated its way past the blackout and broadcasting the Women's Super League, BT Sport. The previous WSL rights holders were trying to lobby for the blackout to help grow the women's game, but Sky opted to move the fixtures to Sunday, therefore avoiding this restriction. Hence, put found out what the blackout rule is.
Is it a simple explanation or do you?
Yeah, it's a very simple explanation. There's no complicated thing. And yeah, so it was supposed to boost WSL, etc. So there's no clarification required in the question, right? No one's confused about anything. Fine. So anyone blocking hints?
Bounce.
Oh, you guys bounce. So I close bounce. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You want to bounce. Yeah, it's a simple explanation. Not very simple, I'd say, but it is relatively simple. There's nothing complex or something.
Venga.
Please do. So yeah, bounce is close, guys. Won't be giving it. You want me to re-explain the question? What do you want? So guys, please bounce fast. They're fun, but they're not fully sure about their answer. I think go with whatever you're thinking first. It's probably correct. They bounce before bounce close, but then they just improve the answer. So guys, okay, everyone done bouncing team 2. Yeah, points. So basically no matches were screened or aired during the afternoons on Saturday because they wanted people to go to the stadium to watch it.
Points to team 2 from 11. Team 1 1 to 5, 6, 8. 1 to 5.
No?
Okay, so next question. So So the picture that follows showcases an object built by NASA in its earliest days after its formation in 1958, and is widely considered as the world's first passive X. Today's world uses active X's, which are much more complicated, and their workings are much lesser known to the common people. This object was able to fulfill its purpose using simple principles observed in everyday life. Codenamed Project Echo, this object was NASA's first attempt at achieving a particular feat through space. The successful testing of which sparked a technological revolution in its field that close to 70% of the world's population are now able to readily access IDY, and the principle in action. Oh yeah, fine, it's IDX. Yeah, it's a typo. Yeah, team 3 is direct. Yeah, this is the image. Basically. The world's first X. I want what X is. So, it is, I mean, there is no generic way to say it. Yeah, go back to the picture. The picture should really help. Anyone bouncing? So, okay. Okay, what are the clarifications required? Yeah, go back to the question. So I think the shape of what X is should help a little bit, and yeah, also the fact that it's a passive form of X.
Between X, not Y.
Yeah, it's X. Why is it typo? Also, the code name should help, I think, very much. So I close pounds in like 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, team 8 bounces, I'm closing pounds. You guys are bouncing? Team 7 also bounces. 7 and 8 pounds. Okay, you check that.
She's checking something.
They're writing it down. Done, no? Everyone's pounds are checked. Only team 8 and 7 pounds, and team 3 is direct, yeah. So what is it called? I want an operative word. Like it's, come on, think of it, it's kind of obvious. Yeah, fine. Okay, fine, what is principle? Okay, I'm passing that. I'll wait for a better answer. They said something telecommunications and reflection. Now what is X? I mean, what is X? I am passing. I want one word for both of them. For part 1 and part 2 is one word. So guys, again, I am asking for 2 specific words. So part 1 is one word, part 2 is one word. Yeah. Okay. Principle, what's the principle? So the principle is what? Internet access. It's not one word, guys. It is one word. I'm saying. Reiterating again, it's one word. It's very easy. Okay. I'll improve your question, answer a little bit. It is not very complicated. I'm saying everyday life people have observed it.
Location.
Okay, no, I'm passing. You guys both are passing. The answer is satellite. Passing. I guess. No, it's 1958. Okay, the answer was satellite and reflection. I was looking for those two words. You said telecommunications instead of reflection. I believe they got +5 for reflection and they get +5 for satellite. So again, +5 to team 4, +5 to team 3 and +5 to team 4.
Answer.
Okay, minus 5 to both these two.
Okay, so next question is 7 and 8. Yeah, direct to team 5.
Wait, we have noted the point. Minus 5 to these two, +5 to 3.
Yeah.
Is it noted?
So people, okay, so personal favorite of mine, people steal stuff from cars all the time. So it's usually something like wheels, catalytic converters, radios, etc. But okay, this recently is a typo. I think it is around 2011. So people have taken to stealing headlights, but only from Porsche cars and specifically their Cayenne model, and which are known for their amazingly high thermal efficiency. Yeah, in their headlights, obviously, and however they are not resold, but rather used in other illegal activities to avoid the eye of the law. As these headlights, help circumvent the major method used by law enforcement to crack down operations like this, which is to use IR cameras to inspect buildings without warrants. Put fund on why these headlights are being stolen. Not giving hints because I see 3 teams are pounced, 3, right? Which are teams pounced? 1, 2, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 7 pounds. So I'm closing pounds. Direct to everyone's pounds is checked. Direct to team 5. I'm passing. And I'm telling you to put fund on why these headlights are being stolen. Okay, and I need something more specific for where it's used. You can think it out. Yeah, on where it's used. Just give me a certain proper noun. I'm passing. 7 pounds, 8, 7. And first part, I'm passing to hide. That's 2 pounds, 2 pounds, 2 pounds. MATLABs. Also. Points. So I wanted marijuana from you guys. Team 6 gets 5 points. Team 7 got on pounds. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 10. 7 also plus 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 plus 10. And team 6 gets plus 5.
1.
Next question. Yeah, why is there a difference in there on time? So it's a pretty straightforward and simple answer. Yeah, the time period is 1920s. So it's team 5's. 1920s, 1928, yeah. Late 1920s. The exact year I don't think will help, but yeah. The time period is late 1920s. So yeah, focus on the fact that content is same, time period helps, and yeah. It's also not unique to this. Multiple other discs that were repackaged for mass distribution also had 2 discs, different on time. So I guess I will close pawns in like 10 seconds. I don't think I can give any more hints. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 5. That's the difference in the. I'm passing. Fine. I'll give you points for that. Answer was the faster movie had a higher frame rate. So the reel was the same, but the frame rates were different. -5 to 3. Okay? Um, yeah. Plus 10 to team 6. 6, yeah. Team 6 is plus 10, team 8 is -5. And next question. The Hayward curve is a moniker given to the place where the Rose Street curve meets the Prospect Street curve, where there was a misalignment, image on the next slide, until it was recently made more wheelchair accessible by the town authorities. So the town authorities of this town is Hayward, California. So yeah, while the town authorities were not aware of the curve's importance to scientists of a certain kind, one spokesperson has said they would still have fixed the curve as there exists more reliable alternative method than observing the misaligned joining of these two curves. To find out why the Hayward curve is famous enough to be named after the town. So this is literally a curve that meets That is the Rose and Prospect Street meeting point. But it is still called the Hayward curve. Why is this called the Hayward curve? So if you look here, you can see all these people are staring at this point where there's like a misalignment, how it's going. So yeah, put Funda.
Could you go back to the text QM?
Okay, fine, go back to it. So focus a little bit on why scientists would be interested in California. That should really help. And the image also, I think, really helps. So can you go back to the image?
QM, this is our direct, right? Team 7 direct? Team 7 direct.
Yeah, Team 7 is direct. So yeah, I'll again point out it's this thing that everyone's staring at. And yeah, I don't think there's much else I can do. So basically when they repaired it, they made it more wheelchair accessible. So you can just imagine how they would make it more wheelchair accessible. So I want to know why this is called the Hayward curve. Why is it so famous and why is it so interesting to certain scientists? As in the town really doesn't matter, but like if you were to look for a proper noun, it's basically the town's name and then like a generic thing. So if it was something like a clock tower, basically London clock tower. That's how it works. So if this thing is a clock tower, then it's called the London clock tower. I mean, I think go for it. So I think go for it if you are wondering if that's the answer. So yeah, I'm not giving any more hints and I close counts in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Team 3 pounds, team 4 pounds, and team 4 pounds. I saw them. They did it before me. Team 4. You checked? How you checked that? Okay. So direct to team 7, right? Everyone's pounds is checked, no? Okay, direct to team 7.
QM, this is
Fine, direct to team 7.
the measure of the shift in the tectonic plates.
Points. So this curve lies exactly on the Hayward fault line. So when the tectonic plates move, you could see this gap over here increase. So basically when they repaired it, they covered the whole thing up. 2 and 4 gets plus 10, 3 and 5 gets minus 5, and 7 gets plus 10. So got the points, moving on. So in 2008, John Wiley and Sons Inc. filed a suit against Thailand native Supap Kritsang, who had moved to the US in 1997 to pursue a PhD in mathematics at Cornell University. As a student, he started a business with the help of his relatives in Thailand, which would earn him some money and also help his friends on campus. But as soon as he started to make $1.2 million in revenue, problems started because of this case. It was a case by John Wiley and Sons. So Kritsang lost in the lower 2 courts. Finally, he appealed in the Supreme Court, which granted him the writ of certiorari in April 16, 2012. To prevent this from happening in the future, similar companies like Pearson adopted certain measures. What is this guy up to and what measures did this company take? So think of what he was doing and yeah, who was helping with this. That should help you arrive at the answer. Not objecting to further hints. Not exactly sure, but basically after the thing happened, he stopped and it's not relevant to the answer, but basically this Supap stopped after this and the company took countermeasures. So I think it's something a lot of us might have noticed. I would say it was not fairly common, but it happened. So, like otherwise, it would have been shut down long before. So, team 1 pounds, team 2 pounds, And team 4 also pounds. Team 5 also pounds. Okay, I'm closing pounds now. So 1, 2, 3 pounds. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5 pounds. So 4 pounds is checked. 4 you're not pouncing. You are pouncing, sir. No. So 1, 2, 4 and 5 pounds checked, right? Fine. Fine, okay. So it's direct to team 8, yeah. Team 8, what's your answer?
Say he was reprinting education textbooks and the measures were they put watermarks or all around.
Okay, I'm passing you, team 1. Oh, you guys pounds team 3. Okay, I'm passing to team. Oh yeah, fine, give second part. Your measures you get it.
Hey, ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡೋ
Okay, I'm passing. Team 5 pounds, team 6. Team 7.
He was copying first and foremost the original books, and for that the measure that the company took was probably put
One second.
the silver stickers and something. Yeah, holograms. The PSN started putting the hologram stickers.
Okay, that's wrong. So no one got on bounce. So the answer is, please change the slide to answer. This is the answer. Basically, he was selling textbooks from Thailand and he was selling it in America. Basically, to make it cheaper. Yeah, that's fine. You got the funda correct. It's fine. So you can see for sale in the email subcorner. Plus 10 to 1 and 2, and whoever gets next, 4 gets next, 5 gets next.
5 gets plus 10. 1, 2. 1, 2 and 5, 6 are plus 10.
1, 2, 5 and 6 are plus 10, 4 is next. Fine, so and no one got on bounce, so it goes back to teammate. Next question. So direct to teammate, this one. Back in 2003, 2 Harry Potter fans from Russia and France met online and used to regularly exchange emails about their shared interests. Upon the release of the Order of Phoenix in France, the Russian fan emailed her friend and gave her an address and told her to pass to her a physical copy of the book as it was not yet released in Russia. Also, the French fan dutifully sent her a copy. The Russian postal department had to do some extra effort to deliver, but the postman handling the international mail knew what they needed to do. What was the extra work and why did it arise? Image, please. So yeah, this is the image. The image helps a lot.
No, wait. He's asking, this is after the Russian guy did his work or something?
Oh, this is before. Obviously, it's before.
वो पूछा था
That's the original part.
शायद वहाँ से लिया होगा
So I don't think there's like any hidden details in the image. Whatever is most prominent should be what is most helpful. This is the French fans without anything by the postal workers. Okay, team 2 pounds and yeah, no more hits. I'll go back to the text. I'll be closing pounds in like 10 seconds. 8, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So only team 2 pounds. Recheck. Okay, fine. This is teammates direct. right past Pranav. It's not your OS exam. Yeah, fine. Team 8. Go back to the image. If you get like a Honda, it's fine. But yeah, ideally, I would want a proper one. The Honda. Teammate, I will have to test you for an answer. Passing.
They said there's a French that color.
So what is your explanation? It's
not bad.
without basically what it's saying is whatever
Candid, okay.
the Russian lady sent to the French lady was not received properly by her. Okay, fine. I'll give you points for that. You guys got close enough. So the answer was basically, if this was the address sent by the Russian fan, and this was the address received by the French fan.
Plus 10 to team.
Yeah. Plus 10 to team, which one? 2 on bounce, and plus 10 to team 1 on bounce. So yeah, this was the end of the dice. Should we have a score check now? Team 1 50, team 2 50, team 3 10, team 4 30, team 5 15, team 6 35, team 7 15, team 8 0. Team 1 and 2 50, team 3 10, team 4 30, team 5 15, team 6 35, team 7 15. Yeah. Any teammate?
Come back.
Any team 6 was that? 30?
Next rounds are written down, so all of you make sure you have sheets.
Hey, can we get a fresh sheet, please?
You can get it. So anyone wants extra sheet, please turn out. You get you an extra sheet. Thank you. So hello everyone. The next round is going to be a written round. You have 5 questions. So this is a Greek theme based round, and you will have stakes. So there's only one set of stakes. Either it's plus 10 or, so if you get it right with stakes, you get plus 10 apart from the normal plus 10. But if you get it wrong, it will be minus 10. So yeah, plus 10 or minus 10 stakes. Stake, I need stake. Okay, just basically, yeah. No. How much you stake is how much you lose. So yeah. Yeah, you can choose which question you want to stake on. Huh? Yeah, so basically once you're done writing everything, okay, so basically you have 5 questions, and for every question you can choose whether to stake or not. You can't stake on individual parts, but only on the answer as a whole. So let's say next to the question you're sure about it, you write stake. So if at all it's right, you get plus 10 for the right answer, plus 10 for staking. But if at all it's wrong, you're going to get minus 10. So
It's like a bet. It's like a bet on the question.
Yeah.
It's like a bet on the individual.
but you stake, you'll get next.
Along with the 10 points you get, if your answer
No. So it's full. So let's say you have cash
Now let's say I'm not betting on it at all.
you get your plus.
Then you get your
And if I
No,
don't
you
bet,
won't be
it's a
getting.
negative 0.
Yeah.
The negative zero. If I don't get, if I'm not betting on it and I get it wrong, it's a 0.
You get a plus 10.
Yeah.
You can
If
choose
I'm
not to
betting on
stake
it-
on any question, guys. If
Okay.
it's right
Now if I
and you don't
decide
stake, you will get plus
I can
10.
only bet how many points I have, right?
Yeah, any more doubts and stakes?
Bet is 10 points. Technically the highest limit of bet is
Okay,
10 points.
cool.
Keeping a bet, you are betting for 10.
Got it. Okay.
And the bet
Yeah.
is for the whole answer.
Okay. And we can decide which one we bet on after we've like done it. We put on, fair.
Okay,
we
so-
just have to write, one second.
We just have to write.
There's no limitation on the number of bets we can place, right?
Sorry?
Or 2 questions, yeah.
So
No, tell.
for each of the questions we can place a bet, right?
Yeah, you
There's
can
no
stake on
limitation.
each question, but as a whole, let's say it has 2 parts. If you're staking, I need both the
Both
parts.
is
Yeah.
okay, got it. Super. Thanks, man.
So, go to the first question. So basically, X were also known as that, were the daughters of Atlas and were companions of Artemis. However, the Soviet rose to popularity from mid-1940s to 70s due to the X being coined as an expression by Enrico, who sought membership for this company but was rejected. The X's also dominated the sourcing of a certain commodity in a particular region. So IDX and put funda. By put funda, I mean I want a commodity. So we have an image on the next slide. So this is the image. So let's say you have no clue about what context I'm talking about. Image will be very helpful to get X. So after you get X, look at the timeline to figure out what commodity I'll be talking about.
Could you go back to the text?
Could you go back to text? Okay. So look at the timeline again, guys, and look at who the person was. Look at the person who coined the expression and why he coined it. So, and also dominated a certain commodity in a particular region. So, so commodity is pretty much think basic. What was popular back then is even popular right now. So, I mean, yeah, could you go to the image? So, image is what will help you get to the X, and yeah, if is anyone objecting for hints for X? Sorry? Yeah, not for the commodity, but once you get X, you will relate it to a certain commodity, and with the timeline, you can match it with what commodity I'm talking about. Ignore the part, just think of it as an expression. So, X was also used as an expression. If anyone is not objecting for hints for the X part, I can give one more hint. Okay, so this X is also is known to us in a local context as well. So, as I said, the image is very helpful. Look at why I have given the first 2 lines, and then the commodity. The way to figure out the commodity is look at the timeline and dominating the sourcing and. I just told look at the source. I have used sourcing and certain commodity at a particular region. So, and look at the timeline. The timeline I feel is the biggest hint to figure out what commodity I'm talking about.
So, push.
Yeah. By funda I meant give me the commodity. That's it. And X. Yeah. So X is also known to us in a local context, and image is very helpful to get this. So go to the image for a while. Yeah, so I'll be waiting here for 10 seconds and I'll be pushing for the next question. Okay, let's move to the next question. So basically this Greek key, also known as the meander, is a repeating geometric motif that has been used across buildings, decorative arts, jewelry and even clothes for centuries. So following the Spanish Civil War in 1939, a certain product rose to economic prominence by becoming a symbol of country's economic recovery after mass quantities of it were produced to consume a surplus of wheat. The incorporation of the meander is highly tied in with the origins and design history of this ubiquitous product. So known by names there in other countries, how do we as Indians know this? So there's an image on the next slide. So this is basically the Greek key and we all have seen it somewhere. I'm pretty sure all of us have seen it. Sorry? If there are many contexts you feel you guys have seen it in, focus on the second paragraph to narrow down where you guys have actually seen this. There are a few keywords that will get you to the answer. It's specific. So we all have seen it somewhere. If no one is objecting to hints, I can give more hints.
Go back to the text.
Yeah, can we go back to the text? Can we go back to the text? There are a few keywords that will help you figure out what product I'm talking about.
Close. Push.
Okay, so basically they had a lot of wheat and they had to do something with it. So okay, I'll just give one more hint and I won't say anything. We all, how many are blocking? Okay, so one team is blocking, so I'll not give any more hints.
One team is blocking.
Okay, fine. So I'll say that we all have come across this funda, but in a different context. I mean, I'm not going to say anything further. We'll wait on this slide for like 10 seconds and. Sorry? Can't you mention over? I mean the prod, yeah, the simplest pains. Yeah. No, symbol's name is what I've given you already. I want, where have you seen this symbol? Based on the second paragraph. So, this symbol is used in many contexts. Based on the second paragraph, I want you guys to narrow it to which context you all have seen it
Go back to
in.
the text slide.
Yeah.
Push that.
Okay. We'll be pushing on to the next question. So, okay. Now, I'll give you the enum for this, guys. I need you to identify X. X is 8 letters. Focus on the logo to get X. Logo is really helpful, and I think the theme has been pretty obvious. So X is something you get based on that. So I'm pretty sure you guys have all figured out X. So we'll go to the next slide. So basically, yeah, we go to the next slide. So XY lesson is an important case study taught after the company skyrocketed on the Australian Stock Exchange. So X Nichols was the name of the company in the previous slide, and that was the logo. So in at the height of the Vietnam War, there was a huge demand for nickel. In September 1969, a prospector named N. Shirley, who worked for the company, discovered a promising nickel deposit in Western Australia, and claimed it to be the largest nickel deposit. As only a couple of million shares were issued, the shares which were trading at $0.8 peaked at $280. A phenomenon that is usually termed as Y. So Y is a business connect, and I'm pretty sure all of us have heard it. And X you get from the logo that I gave you guys. So put together X and Y, and yeah. Can we go back to the logo? Think simple, guys. We all have come across this. The logo is really helpful. So for this question, there are no part points. I need the term X, Y. And even if you get X, even if you don't stake, there'll be no plus phi as well. I need the term XY. No, I gave you the enum. It is 8. I'm not giving an enum for y, but it's a general term. Okay, so I'll make it a bit more. If you've got an xy, they'll make sense in a weird way.
How does XY connect to each other? So you need XY and
So xy is the name of the case study. Okay, and X Nichols is the name of the company. And okay, I'll give you the enum for y as well. It's 6 letters. And we all have come across it a lot, especially in. Sorry? Okay, can we go to the text? Okay, I won't be spending too much time on this. I'll be pushing in 10 seconds. And no part points, guys, for getting this X. I need the term XY.
and how do we get to X again?
X is basically the company, the name of the company, and see the logo from a perspective, and it's 8 letters. Y is something we all have heard of. It's 6. 8. Yeah. That's all. I'll be pushing to the next question. So, designed by Dutch-born American stylist John, the Lincoln X was launched in 90 whatever. It contains strong inspirations from aeronautical themes, giving the designers training in aeronautical design. True to its name, the car bore a low coefficient of drag and sleek and futuristic streamlining, especially in the coupe form, as if it was styled by X himself. Give me X and the company that owns the brand. So, brand is the Lincoln X. I want the company that owns it, and I want X. Oh yeah, there's a picture of a car, but it's not really helpful. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm looking for a name for X. Okay, we're going to text for like hold for 10 seconds and then push. We're running short on time. Car is not really helpful. There's no way you'll figure it out.
Company is the overall company that
Yeah, overall company that owns it. See the timeline and go with the first case. Okay, we'll be pushing to the next slide. So basically, Hera had appointed Argus, the 100-eyed giant, to keep an eye on her cheating husband Zeus and keep track of his whereabouts. Zeus, clever enough to manipulate his way, easily solved this problem. He put Argus into a rich, dreamy state of sleep and chopped off his head. So, since Hera was really sad, she placed each of the delicate eyes of Argus into the X that pulled her chariot. This symbolized vault of heaven and the eyes of the star, meaning that it had all-seeing knowledge. Just like how the company that it is said to have been inspired, a company was inspired from this story, and it aspired to be like Argus. So give me the company and how they referenced it. Once you get X, I think there's only one. I mean, if there are multiple companies that you think of the main company. Yeah, X is the company. Wait, 1 second. No, X is not the company. X. Okay, I'm not going to give more info about this, but yeah, so the company was inspired by X, so yeah. Depends. I'm not going to elaborate on that. So we'll be waiting for 10 seconds on this, and we'll be having roll back. Yeah, we'll do. This is the last question of this round. Yeah, 5 questions itself. Yeah. Yeah. 10 seconds, and we'll be having a quick rollback. Yeah, we'll move to the first question for a quick rollback. So, as I said, X, the way to get to it is from the image, and to get to the commodity, look at the timeline and something that is valuable even now. We'll move to the second question. So Greek key, and there are a few operative words in the first paragraph that will help you get to what I'm looking for. Okay, moving on to the next question. So as I said, you get X from this logo, like looking at it from a certain perspective, and once you get that, Y is an economic term. Actual. Okay, we go to the image for one last time. Yeah, so this is an image, and enum of X is 8. We go to the next one. Y is an economic term sort of, and its enum is 6. And yeah, we have used the term a lot recently. So yeah, we'll go to the next question. So yeah, here look at the characteristics of the car, and then give me X and the company that owns the brand. To find the company, look at the timeline and stick with the most obvious choice. Going to the fifth question. So read the story. You get X from there, and once you get X, there's probably only one company that should strike your mind. The main company. Okay guys, I think we'll have to exchange sheets now. Sorry?
Our question. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
What did you say for the bigger company?
Look at the timeline, and there's only one company that you'll think of at that time. And go with the most obvious choice. Yeah, guys, finalize your stakes. We are repeating again. Please don't complain about stake issues later on. What you stake is what will be evaluated based on. Sorry? Okay, we'll be going to the second question. We'll go to the second question. Huh? Yeah, we'll be holding on for 10 seconds, and after that, exchange your sheet, guys. Alright, guys, exchange your sheets. Okay, we'll go back to the first slide for the answers. No, guys, we are done with it. Sorry. Guys, exchange your sheets, guys. It's already there.
Do the reference. Yeah. You want to take a look? It's not.
Okay, guys, we'll go to the first question. Yeah? Okay, so.
No stakes, no. You guys have stakes?
No, these are the 7 sisters. Yes, 7 sisters, we get a point. No, those are the 3. That's not. I told image will be helpful. So these are 7 sisters, and the commodity is oil. It was used to refer, oil. So it was used to refer to Standard Oil, Shell, and all their consortium.
You 7.
Yeah. So at that time they were called Consortium for Iran, and they were 7 basically monopoly, and 7 companies that came together to monopolize. Yeah, we'll move to the next question.
The 7 stars count.
No, 7 stars don't count. I want 7 sisters specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, and if they're staked and got even a single part wrong, it's -10, guys. Okay, so this, any guesses? No, this is Mari basically. The on the edge of Mari biscuit, the design that you see. So moving on to the next question. So X is Poseidon, and this is Poseidon bubble. So basically, bubble is what is. So points only for Poseidon bubble. If just Poseidon is mentioned, is 0. And on stakes, if they've gotten anything wrong, it's -10. Okay. I need Poseidon bubble, otherwise 0. Yeah. Yeah, this is. No. So basically, Ford is right, and it's Zephyrus, basically the god of the west wind. And. No, yeah, Zephyrus, basically. I don't know how you pronounce it, so my bad. But yeah, and Ford is the. If your stake is minus, but part points are there for company 5 and for the name 5. Ford. It is NBC, and basically on their logo, how they reference it on their logo. The logo. No, peacock is the animal. See, peacock is the animal, and how they. Okay, so peacock is something. No, I asked. I never told that they reference X directly. I told they were inspired from this story. That is the story. Yeah, NBC logo. So see, they want also one more hint were there. They wanted. The peacock reference is based, so X is what, how you come to peacock, like X is peacock as the answer. Yeah, no, the peacock is the animal that came, and then after that, from the peacock animal, you get the peacock logo. Okay, so, scores guys. Sorry? No, I wouldn't be passing marks, part point for peacock, yeah?
So are there part points for peacock for the fifth question?
No part
points for C and BC.
Yes, sir.
Company
I don't think of main company, so I wouldn't be giving points. Sorry. Okay, so we go with scores. Team 1. Sorry. 15. Yeah, team 1, 1-5. Team 2. Team 2, 0. Team 3. Sorry. Team 3, 20. Team 4. 15. Team 5. Team 5, 25. Team 6. 5 and team 7 15. Team 7 15 and team 8 5. Yeah. Thank you guys.
So you guys would have got more points. It was a non-stake round, looks like it. Okay. We'll be going to the anti-clockwise guys. The same rules apply. If you guys need any extra sheets, please tell them now. We'll be going a little bit quickly. 8 questions starting from team number 8. Pushing to 1 second. Yeah, push to question number 1. This is for team 8. So in most modern programming environments, how they actually store data is quite outdated. They actually store as an integer number. So all the dates are stored as real numbers, and the integer part is actually number of days from a specified date, which is known as the epoch. So every date is counted from that date, which is known as the epoch. So for example, giving one particular date, so this is June 16, 2006, is stored at 38,884. How this is counted from January 1st. So the epoch in this case is January 1st, 1900. So that is day number 1. However, if you take another programming language, which is like Visual C, C++, its epoch is just one day before that, which is December 31st. However, both of these on June 16 have the exact same integer number. This is because Excel is actually has a support for something called Lotus 123, and the Lotus actually did a really simple and quite obvious error, which we also do. So I just want you to tell me what was the error made by Lotus. So we got bounces already from team number 1, team number 5, team number 6. I'm just reiterating one more time. The devs of Lotus made a quite believable error, which we would also do, which is why the date on June 6, 2006 has the same number of days as another programming language like Microsoft Visual. Exactly. Both start from different dates, but they still have the same date for this particular one. I have enough bounces, or I will be closing the bounce with team number 4. I will be accepting no more points. Yeah. That bounce is not in. It's direct to team 8. Yes, this is anti-clockwise guys. So every team has bounce except team number 2. I am closing bounce no. Yeah, but why would we allow you?
It's fine. This is short, then why do you have? Why do you count? After that, what do you have to do?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but then you won't get taken in on the bounce.
We didn't count also, we haven't even shown anything.
Okay, fine. So teams 2 and 6 have in bounce, every other team has bounce. Everyone said? Have we any more answers? What's done? Oh, okay. Team 8, give me an answer. Full points to team 8. They consider 1900 as a leap year. Great card by team number 8. Lotus made a very something that we also might make. 1900 is not a leap year, which is why so.
1, 3 and 4 are
Okay. Okay, so 1, 3, 4 7 and 8 are, sorry, 1, 3, 4, 8 is plus 10. Teams 5 and team 7 gets minus 5. Repeating 1, 3, 4, 8 plus 10. Teams 5 and 7 get minus 5. This is next direct goes to team number 7. Question 2. So Luke Each, which is Punjabi for spirit pulling, was a practice that originated in West Punjab and was popular in most of South Asia during the early part of the 20th century. So this practice was actually, just give me the common noun. I won't accept that because this is not what Luke Each was actually meant to be. The Luke Each was meant to be with that adjective, which gives a different meaning.